Today on Nathan and Landon Do Business, we go back to the archives and revisit a lost episode in which we make a bar for bartenders. Enjoy. Welcome back. It's Nathan and Landon here with Nathan and Landon Do Business, unleashing our brilliance on the world. I realized, Nathan, recently I'm inconsistent of how I introduce this, and if this is someone's first time, they might be confused. And if someone is watching this, more often, it's more likely that it's not, that this is your first time.
Yeah.
Unless you're related to us
Yeah.
or you know us personally.
You probably know us personally.
This is being forced upon you.
Yeah.
Anyways, so what the premise of this show is, Nathan and I are brilliant, and we're trying to improve the world one pocket at a time, starting with community by community, business by business. And this week we're talking about bartenders. Bartenders, the lifeblood of America.
We couldn't tend bars without them.
Exactly. What kind of world would it be if there was no curly mustachioed, garter on the arm wearing bartender to make your day a little better?
Who else will pour drinks into mason jars and whatnot?
Exactly. What kind of bullshit world is that? I don't want to live in that world. No way. Absolutely not. So last week we talked we talked a lot about why bartenders might not want to be bartenders, and we realized that bartenders, but writ large, don't care for most aspects of their job.
It seems like I would say one of the more straightforward, I don't want to say easy, but like less physically and emotionally taxing than a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
But they really seem to resent it.
They don't like pouring the drinks or the customers they're pouring drinks for, which is two of the main aspects of the gig, so to speak. But so we had some good discussions about ways we could solve those problems. And Nathan, I don't mean to surprise you or make you a bit nervous, but I have some investors who are exceptionally interested in our business ideas. I made a few phone calls, greased a few palms. Is that a saying?
Sure.
Yeah. And I got some people on the hook who are interested in investing in our ideas. So I put together a quick investor presentation, and I'm not feeling 100% confident about it. I'm a little insecure about it. I was a little hungover when I made it in about 45 minutes. And my meeting is in 20 minutes, Nathan. It's now.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So what I'm hoping we can do is I can share with you really quickly, and we can do some role play. You pretend like you're an investor. I don't know, you're maybe 75 years old, angry on your fourth wife.
Yeah.
Your name is Jennings. Like, your name sounds like a last name.
I'll try to summon the appropriate amount of surliness.
Yeah, and gravitas.
Yeah.
Immediately, how you can channel it is act impatient, like right now.
Look, let's move it along. Let's get to the pitch already.
Thank you. Okay. Geez, I'm sorry.
Wasting my time here.
Will you look at your watch a few times too? That'll make me feel good. Thank you. Time is money, after all. Okay, so here is the cover page of my pitch deck. Can you see it?
I can.
Okay, so finally, a bar for bartenders. Is it showing my whole screen or just this window?
It's showing the whole screen.
Oh, see, I'm glad we're working the kinks out now, because had you been a real plutocrat, that would have been a disastrous mistake.
Yeah, I'd be walking out right now.
Would you be tutting? Please say yes. Okay, here we go. Finally, a bar for bartenders. So we all know bartenders, by and large, they need the money, they need a job, and they have the skills for said bartending. They can pour drinks and serve drinks to people who consume them. But there are many aspects of the job that we discussed that people hate. So do you love bartending, but do you hate booze-soaked feet? Sloppy customers who spill their drinks on you? Customers waving for your attention? We've all been there. Drunks who just won't leave. Or the dreaded lush and leave, as we talked about. Trademark, patent pending. So look at them trying to sneak out under my watchful gaze. Not going to happen. Not on my watch. Then we have the bar for you. And we're hoping today, through our innovative business idea, tailored around known pain points of bartenders, that we can excite the interest of you, wealthy investors. So imagine you're a bartender. Here's you. You're standing there. You're clocking in for the job, bracing your feet to be soaked by booze, bracing your neck to be jerked about by customers flagging for your attention. Just a matter of time before you lose it. But what if I told you the first thing I outfit you with is a massive set of rubber boots? Not only will they protect your feet from moisture, they will give you at least 3 to 6 inches in incremental height, allowing you to tower over your customers and give yourself an imposing sense of gravitas and authority. How you
Those
feeling?
are
All right.
very impressively sized boots.
Exactly. I was thinking about the size, and it's not enough for regular boots. They need to be powerful. They need to elevate you above the unwashed masses of the bar. So,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to stop there. I have many more innovations that we talked about. So, second of all, your feet are protected, sure, but what about all the booze that goes to waste when people are sloshing about? Well, here's our patent pending umbrella hoop skirt. It's like a reservoir, so to speak. So any booze that falls in your vicinity is caught into the umbrella. And so that booze is fair game. You can either, reach in there with this little glass right there, take a nip yourself, or dispense it and serve it to your customers as patent pending jungle juice, as it were, giving them discounted booze. Huh? Huh?
That's
How we looking?
intriguing.
Yes. How about this? I'm not stopping here. So your feet are dry, you're collecting booze in your booze skirt reservoir, but there's still people waving for your attention. Well, there's a solution there too. I'm going to give you a Batman cowl. Not only are you 3 to 6 inches above your customers with your boots, this cowl gives you an imposing visage. It's going to make you scary for customers. Also, it's locked at the shoulders, so you physically can't move your neck. You have to turn all the way 3 to 6 inches taller with a scary mask. People are not going to do that with you because you are the person who barks at them and demands orders.
I think they'll be terrified to lush and leave at that point.
Exactly. Well, wait, hang on. Wait. We're getting there because this mask plays a critical piece in the next piece of bartending innovation, which is we will spend weeks leading up to the bar opening, training an unholy army of nocturnal animals who are at your beck and call, who respect you and know the sound of your voice. So what happens is, as the night slowly progresses on, we have these little nocturnal animals that creep out of the walls and they come and they make themselves home at the bar. Additionally, we have an intentionally confusing clock in the background. So people don't know exactly what time it is. All they know is that possums and bats are coming out and they are only obeying the bat cowled bartender, which is going to make people feel, not necessarily that they have to leave, but they feel like they might want to leave pretty soon. But we want to avoid the lush and leave, right? It could be that when you see rodents, you might think to yourself, I'm not sure what time it is. I should probably dip. This is the time the bartender announces all their drinks have been poisoned. And so before they leave, they need to settle up and receive the antidote. We're not monsters. We're not going to murder people. All we need to let them know is it's a slow reacting poison that will kill them in at least 6 hours unless they take the antidote. So people are going to start to come in, work their way around the possums and bats, settle up, close out, and hopefully leave. If at this point people still don't leave, we have another innovation, an industrial air horn klaxon with a special modification. And that special modification is only drunks can hear it. So we have our Batman bartender here, completely sober. He's fine. He's still smiling. This guy, he's got to go. So, and in the future facing enhancement, the rodents can hear it as well, but it enrages them against everyone in the bar except the bartender and pursues them out. So I think this piece, it shows a bit of promise.
Yeah.
So all these things together lead to the perfect bar. Oh, where'd the music go? Don't you just want to settle up?
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've
This is the point in the presentation where I just let the music ride and I establish unrelenting eye contact with everyone in the room.
I like how it plays on the nostalgia aspect too.
Exactly.
I think modern bartenders they like to picture cheers and think like that's my goal. Like
Exactly. I think so too. So that's my pitch, Nathan. How are we feeling here? Do you think this is going to scare up some money?
so I'm trying to put myself in the investor shoes here.
Yes.
I have a question for you as
Let's hear
a
it.
savvy business investor.
Uh-huh.
I love everything you have so far. First up,
Of course.
my only concern is that the poison might affect the taste of the drinks.
Oh,
I'm on board with the poison. Don't get me wrong.
yes, of course. Yeah. So, what if I told you that I'm establishing my own line of poisoned bitters that can be mixed into drinks of varying flavors,
Ooh,
where the bitters mask the taste of the poison entirely? So you can mix this into your cocktails. No one's the wiser. It looks fancy as hell, but it's deadly.
that you have assuaged my fears.
Yes. I like that that's the one concern. It's like, I love the poison. How does it taste? Tastes amazing. That's what it tastes like. Tastes like ambrosia.
It's like money, money in the bank.
Yeah. Any other concerns that, I mean, I thought you might be concerned about plagues or things like that, but I just wanted to reassure you that the bats and the possums have been genetically modified. They are resistant to the plague, and they have been trained to consume other pests that might be around the bar, like lice, mice, things like that. This is going to be the most pest-free bar in the universe. It will be infested with possums and bats, but every other type of animal, gone. Animal or insect.
Well, that just saves me money on all sorts of exterminator bills other than possums and bats.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's the bar of the future. Look how tall that guy looks.
It's so imposing.
It's got this little possum there on his shoulder.
That's quite a bar you found there too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's ready to I'm ready to open my doors. I was able to, scrape together some resources, stage a few photo shoots. As you can see, this is all real. None of this is fake. It's
Yeah.
100% genuine.
No, I see that.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so that's my presentation. I think we're ready to get some money.
Well, I have it actually plays very nicely with what you've done here. I think we could
Yes.
tack on to the end of your presentation, or let me see if I'm
Do it.
capable of sharing this without share sound. We definitely need sound for this. So.
Yes.
All right, can you see it now?
Look how bummed out that guy is.
So I apologize in advance for the poor audio quality, but here we go.
You don't need to apologize for anything.
Hey bartenders, listen up. You may not know us yet, but you'll soon be glad that you do. We're Landon and Nathan, and we have every solution for any problem you could possibly face in your bartender life. We know all the 14 problems only bar staff will understand. We know the thought of various squelches fills you with dread. But more importantly, we know your customer. We know that you only got into bartending to laugh at your patrons' various misfortunes. We know that you love their sweet, sweet money, but would like to interact with them far less. Well, we have some great solutions that will make you give some thumbs up out of sheer joy. We are fully prepared to release dozens and dozens of angry, rabid possums and other creatures of the night into your bar, freeing you from the drudgery of human interaction. And the Batman costume really isn't all that bad once you get used to it. Landon Nathan's Bar Solutions. We make solutions for your bar.
Oh God. That was amazing. We make solutions for your bar. I like that it tells you what we do and then tells you what we do again in a slightly different way.
Yeah.
That's one of the main problems of awareness, is making people aware. And I feel like by telling them twice, it solves that problem, you know?
You got to really hammer that point home. So
Exactly. I feel like that's one of the things people miss the most when doing awareness driving campaigns. It's like you have to tell people what you are multiple times or they're not going to be aware.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was great. I think we're going to make some serious money. Yeah. This is going to be amazing. So I feel like we have a couple of options here. One, we can either ask for money to actually pilot this bar, or two, we could do like a Gordon Ramsay type thing where we go to run down bars and like do it like a franchise type thing where we're outfitting existing bars with lots of problems.
I like that.
Yeah,
Because that's a recurring income.
exactly. Oh man, that'd be amazing. I mean, like, can you imagine if we got a deal with a place like, I don't know, Applebee's, where we were outfitting all of their bars, or at least like bars in a specific region of the country? We can make tens of 20s of dollars, sir.
Yeah. There's any number of rundown bars that we could hit up. Like, I refuse to do any research, so I don't know how many bars there are, but there are a lot.
I'm going to Google this right now. We're going to get to the bottom of this. How many bars are there in America? Okay. There are 63,942 bars in America. So just imagine if we were able to get 5% of those. That is what, 3,000 bars?
We get like 90% of those, I think. So
Yeah, I think so too. And if we made what, $100,000 off of each of those, easy.
Sure.
We got our business plan. Okay, I'm going to put that on the last slide of our deck of our sales pitch. That's simple math.
Yeah.
This is great. Okay, I'm feeling more confident than I've ever felt, literally in my entire life. You want to know why? One, this is a solid business plan. Two, we both use the same stock image of a possum in our presentation.
I noticed that as soon as it popped up on yours, I was like, that's the possum.
yeah. It's a nice serendipity here.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to my pitch meeting right now, Nathan, and see if I can scare up that money. Come back with a massive sack of that sweet, sweet coin.
Make sure they put the $sign on the outside of the sack so you don't confuse it with your other sacks.
Exactly. My poison sack and my rodent sack. Yeah.
Tragic.
All critical tools for my bartending trade: the rodent sack and the poison sack. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go pitch this. I'm gonna see if I can get us some money. And if I can't get us some money today, we can do what we always do, which is write an email to someone we haven't met yet, to a stranger. We can write them a baffling email, which I always enjoy as well. I always enjoy our email time together.
Me too.
Yeah. Well, as always, Nathan, it's been a pleasure today brainstorming bar solutions with you. I'm going to listen to that bar song every morning all week. It's going to be the alarm that I wake up to. We make solutions for your bar. Where did you get the music for that?
YouTube. I don't know, some random royalty free like background corporate jingle.
Man, I feel like that's another rich vein that we could hit at some point, is making corporate stock music.
Yeah.
It feels like all the music there kind of flies beneath the radar, and we can make it pretty weird and no one would even notice. They would just buy it and license it and use it. It's like, yeah. This is fine. Yeah. All right. But anyways, I'm smelling money. I'm smelling money and possums. So let's go out there and get it.
This is how we do business.
Exactly. So as always, I've been Landon.
I continue to be Nathan.
And we're going to go out there and get that bar money. And we'll see you next time.